one, circling around the sun, and then might as well have fun. Despite all that having been shunned, you think everything is just begun, so why not just cut and run? You look out for number one, but that's easier said than done, cause here's my smoking gun. We don't exactly get a rerun, it applies to about everyone, and it'll be different for some. They can take the heat like a bun or get beat up and stunned, but the end is different for none. The bend makes you want to give in. What comes next ain't affected by sin, because that's what you can't win. There ain't no beating the reaper that's grim, and the cheaters will still go in the end. So you better make sure that you're well stocked. Knock, knock, better open up. The tick-tock, time's up. Hear the ringing of the clock, so sit down and shut up, because it's time to get our next stop. Get off the block, cause time is up. And if you chose to live like a rock, then I'll give you this hymn. And I'll just go on a limb. When you're in there, you better sink or swim, cause this earth will tear you limb from limb, and those injuries can't mend. And that is my God send, good friend. I'ma tell you that the time you spend, you better make those amends before you go and ascend or descend. It really all depends on the life you chose to spend. Don't try to pretend that we never ever offend, and you will never buy that defend, cause humans intend to bend those we all thought were friends. So that's what I won't recommend before you go off to sleep by a rock. Knock, knock, better open up. The tick-tock, time's up. Hear the ringing of the clock, so sit down and shut up. It's time to make the next stop, so get off the block, cause time's up. So let's see what you gathered in your cup. And when you feel so cold and all that surrounds you is gold, with no loving hand to hold, and you didn't, and you've been told, then you will die of mold for the world to unfold and for others to just scold. And I'm really being bold, but I'll tell you to behold, I also fell and felt controlled, because death is uncontrolled. It ain't paroled or patrolled, it is something far too old. It ain't something to guard or be sold, because living is hard and death is null. So rather than repair your cracked hull, you can sink and get fed to the gulls, full of lies and empty holes, and then you go out as dull. And this thing is more terrifying close up. Knock, knock, better open up, cause tick-tock, time's up. Hear the ringing of the clock, and so sit down and shut up. It's time to make a next stop. Get off the block, cause time is up. So you better stare down the clock, or you could go forward like a bull and crack open your skull, and that would fill your bucket full, like the stomach of those whose strings they pull. All the bulls covered in wool. Time's up, the hands have become full, cause tick-tock, tick-tock, your time is up. The water falls through the dirt, and like that it dries up and it hurts. The benefit came from selling shirts. The effort I still have to exert to entertain my concert. My songs and my soul I gotta insert till I get my just desserts, to try and produce something new and let the creative juices flow through. And I wish that I knew how much longer I have to do till the sands grow into dunes. How long will I have? I don't have a clue. I still wanna be true to everything that I work on, but eventually, like a pawn, the blueprint's already been drawn, and yet I still have to make a new song. I can't work from dusk to dawn. What'll happen with my talent is suddenly gone. I look up at the ceiling and sigh. I wonder what'll happen at the time when the well runs dry. Will I shrivel up and die, cause oh my, or just continue to live a lie? I guess I'll keep on and try, but the well will get dry. The water was once high, but now all I see is stone. Forced to keep on working at home, and what has my work shown? I go in a circle and see all I own. This is hovering over me like a drone, and I'm hollering over the dome, trying to keep myself in line. I mean, I do it all the damn time, and now I'm making all these rhymes, but over half my time to shine, and now it really just feels asinine. I feel trapped in a box like a mine. What's mine feels out of my hands. Life is just a drawn-out dance. I keep going like I'm in a trance. Is this gonna be my only chance? There ain't nothing I can enhance, yet something in this expanse. I got something to, or nothing to measure. Do I trade my work for pleasure? What ties would I have to sever? If there were tears, I would cry. I wonder what'll happen at the time when the well runs dry. Will I shrivel up and die, cause oh my? Or will I just continue to live a lie, cause I guess I'll keep on and try, but the well will get dry. Is that the lie that I am supposed to buy? Cause I won't back down, never. I just hope that things will get better, with hoping that I can find the treasure, but I can't get it with relaxing leisure. But all of that is building up pressure, and it's yielding an unsavory reaction. So I just have to take action, but the only true fact is, things ain't the same as back then. There's mud that I'm tracked in. I only got one shot, I don't get a second. And at the check-in, I reckon how much of it will only be a fraction. What I do, I gotta make traction. This is too good to be a distraction. But should I make this move? What exactly do I have to prove by making all of these grooves, fitting myself in other shoes? What exactly do I have to lose? And I guess that'll be my muse, cause there's plenty of stars in the sky. I wonder what'll happen at the time when the well runs dry. Will I shrivel up and die, cause oh my, or just continue to live a lie? I guess that I'll just keep on and try, but the well will get dry. Spread your wings and learn to fly. We're still young and still spry, so that is why I will keep going on when I'm run dry. And even with the sun trying to fry, I will survive, even when the water had gone awry, even when the well runs dry. On the path of skull and bones, you're leaving your homes and coming under this dome. And it ain't a monochrome zone of screams and groans, so disown, you're on your own, there ain't nobody to phone. We're all now alone, cause it's all fire and brimstone. Even those who had thrones, or were drowning in loans, all end up as unknowns, and the bemoans are all like clones. Because we all still go to hell to dwell in our shells, in a fate that had to befell, and those who did not do well, you don't get to see the tears they shed. Welcome to the land of the dead. You shut your eyes and gone to bed, and try not to lose your head as you saw the amounts of red you shed. Where you've been led, you can't be fled. You're stuck in the land of the dead. As I've already said and said, there's nothing petty to sell. You can do nothing but propel, but as soon you'll end up in a wooden cell with nothing more to tell, and a spell you can't dispel, and no one will hear you yell. You'll hear those bells above, the tears will quell, and you'll have to bid farewell, while your body boils and swells, and the gases will expel in the masses of the ground and dirt. And now it's time to exert all those who you hurt and desert, though you probably shouldn't pull that thread. Welcome to the land of the dead. You shut your eyes and gone to bed, and try not to lose your head as you saw the amounts of red you shed. Where you've been led, you can't be fled. You're stuck in the land of the dead. And so now on we tread, and let's see how you subvert. If you always had a stuffed shirt, or found a way to insert, or your eyes you chose to avert, or the opposite and chose to blurt, there ain't no way to revert or assert. You just divert and continue to remain alert. So I tell you, disdain the wire, cause you came here either because of desire, or something higher and dire, like running under the tire, or just being a flat-out liar, pretty much all you had done prior. Either way, you're gonna burn in fire, and here it can't be more drier. So now it's time for you to hear the choir, so you better not go on ahead. Welcome to the land of the dead. You shut your eyes and gone to bed, and try not to lose your head as you saw the amounts of red you shed. Where you've been led, you can't be fled. You're stuck in the land of the dead. So for those who are here because they bled, or got pumped full of lead, or were left alone, not fed, or had a price on their head, even if you had pled, you still wound up here instead, in the infamous land of the dead. Things ain't like they were read, so you may have been misled. So let me get you right on the tread. There ain't no leaving, you're stuck in the land of the dead. Life is a game, and one has to partake. How long will it be a piece of cake? This will either make or break. As if I make a mistake, I don't get another take. The whole world I can shake. Open your eyes and I'm awake, and what I see makes me want to flake. Like a snake in a deep lake, your water so opaque. I'll charter what I saw. Time has an inescapable law. I'll get sucked into its jaws, teared by those jagged claws, while I follow all these laws to avoid such a cause. I'm annoyed at what's being displayed. This game of life that I played, it sucks and it all just goes to pot. Looks like I'm either ready or not, so you better steady your shot. You gotta cook up a plot, otherwise you'll rot in the hot. This is inevitable, in case you forgot. When it comes, you better be ready, or I guess not. I might as well cut the Gordian knot, cause in my gut I'm afraid. I feel like I was tossed in a grenade for assault on the blade in this long crusade. It may seem like my bed is made, and this I can't evade. It has been more than a decade, and even though the rope is frayed, I will not crumble under the cascade. When responsibility invades, my fragility gets weighed, but I will not degrade, so just shut up and let me think. Because this'll arrive in a blink, and mine won't start with a mugshot. Looks like I'm either ready or not, so you better steady your shot. You've gotta cook up a plot, otherwise you'll rot in the hot. This is inevitable, in case you forgot. When it comes, you better be ready, or I guess not. And I know that I say that a lot, but the day when we're beyond the brink to fall in and swim or sink, and we have to sever the link that had us tethered to rethink. And when we take that first drink, I guess I can say I'll be free, and I don't say this frankly. I don't want to see what I'll be when the day comes finally. I'll have to do the deed or fail or succeed. I could fail or maybe even lead, and maybe plant the seed that'll feed everything I may ever need. But then why would I plead? And should I even proceed? I could just give it everything that I've got. Looks like I'm either ready or not, so you better steady your shot. You gotta cook up a plot, otherwise you'll rot in the hot. This is inevitable, in case you forgot. When it comes, you better be ready, or I guess not. This great Scott, I'm in the melting pot on the dot, and I'm nothing if not a guy with ideas to jot. Are you ready or not? Are you ready or not? So I'll leave this with more than just squat. X marks the spot and whatnot. Are you ready or not? Are you ready or not? So strike the iron while it's hot, and I'll ask, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready or not? The land of the free, founded on slaves. Even after it was gone and paid, the effects still dig new graves. It could all collapse in a few days, in a haze and a fiery blaze, as the issue continues and stays. And when we reach the next phase, politicians yell and masquerade, and the people on their stage showing us off like a display, navigating life like a maze. And in a daze, we're the one who pays, and it will amaze and I praise when we resolve without grenades or blockades in our ways. And while I write my essays on history as it portrays, I always find a use for this phrase. History repeats in many ways, regardless of delays. It always comes in slays. Up and down the hill goes the boulder. This is the new world order, a free nation, yet it's building borders and past all of the brick and mortar. People whispering over their shoulders, like the world has got some disorder. Like I said, we got a new world order. It's a cold place and it only gets colder, yet they tell us it's okay, and it may for some anyway, as we try to start a Pompeii in the heart of the USA. But we may, but I'll say, we can't seem to make gray. For years they isolate and portray the ones with the color like clay, and yet we're just gonna go along and play. And And just to let this be at bay, we all know it won't be today, but someday I pray we won't still be ruled by cliches, and what you see at first won't dismay or betray, at least meet halfway. The same people are still to blame, they still say the best and all fame. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. This is the new world order, a free nation yet it's building borders, and past all of the brick and mortar, people whisper in over their shoulders, like the world has got some disorder. Like I said, we got a new world order. Our existence is dying via smolder, and we are trying to win the game, but the beast is alive all the same. Despite the attempts to beat and maim, it has only grown less tame. It is a damn shame and real lame. And another shot ignited the flame, and we hand to reclaim, to make them understand our pain. Slowly we overcame, but there's still so much to claim and to obtain. We struggle and exclaim, so fuel the flame and take aim. Our cries going through a covered frame, and we have to assert our name, and we'll have to work harder, and that is just a starter. And they take and take from the farmer to harm more and barter, or charter and starting alarmers. So we try not to start a martyr, and we all go through this folder. This is the new world order, a free nation yet it's building borders, and past all of the brick and mortar, people whisper in over their shoulders, like the world has got some disorder. Like I said, we got a new world order. The ones up high are the order, and as we all get older, we start to get put like folders in this country of a holder. This is the new world order, to extinguish the flames that smolder. We all carry this on our shoulders. Bring on the new world order. Blood coming from my mouth, flowing like a spout on the ground and spitting up gout. But I won't flop like a shroud, cause I'm not down and out. I'm relentless throughout, and that's what I am about. I'm always gonna be devout, without a damn doubt in my mind, and I'll sprout even when I'm the drought. I didn't choose this route, so don't sit down and pout. I'm not gonna be loud, cause you're in my house. From the hilltops that I'll shout, for hellfire I will douse, in case you haven't figured it out. I'm not down for the count, put me in for another round. I've already gone leaps and bounds, so take that into account. The bell ain't gonna sound, cause I'm not down for the count. And that may all astound, so you can't just knock down the king with a pair of brass rings and expect nothing but hell for me to bring, because you don't pull the strings. So why don't you take another swing? I'll send you flying on wings for thinking of being something more than anything, because everything and not mean everything you have won't mean a damn thing. Don't bother ripping hamstrings trying to cling to something that'll bring only stings. And listen as the bell goes ding, and my victory they'll all sing. I deserve it, and I will be crowned. I'm not down for the count, put me in for another round. I've already gone leaps and bounds, so take that into account. The bell ain't gonna sound, cause I'm not down for the count. I can always get unbound, because no ties that bind will remain aligned. When you try to keep me confined, think I deserve to see the blinds. So let me be the one to remind, your death sentence was signed when you chose to be unkind to the mind of mine. And now I'll grind till you're fine, and nothing but a few red lines, another lost mark on mankind. So while I wind and dine, you'll be left as a rind for your friends to come and find. You can't take what's mine, this wasn't my first damn time. Your face I'll just redesign, now that that's been assigned. I'll always just be rebound. I'm not down for the count, put me in for another round. I've already gone leaps and bounce. So take that into account, the bell ain't gonna sound, cause I'm not down for the count. You may think that I've been downed on the furious battleground. Instead they have found that they're in for a pound. I'm not down for the count, put me in for another round. Oh, I've already gone leaps and bounds, and they're wound to hear the sound of the bells going round and round. So before I head inbound for the entire world renowned, take that into account, the bell ain't gonna sound, cause I'm not down, I'm not down, I'm not down for the count. I may not be able to fly, I may be unstable, but I won't cry. I don't need to soar high to send you up to fly and break the sky so you can fall down and die. Tell the others I said hi, so would you dare to try and compare you and die, cause I won't bother to lie. How does it feel to be denied a slice of the pie? It makes me wonder why we even bother to comply and choose to despise and be traumatized by those we never despised. That'll give you my reply, I'll break your bones and thighs, so I guess that'll be goodbye for you choosing to disavow. We're gonna do this now, I'm not sure how, but I'll be fast and loud and pow, knock you to the ground and I'm taking you down, boom bang, and pow. For being such a low brow, that would make me frown, cause I will take you down and rip off your crown, cause you're just a clown, so prepare to go to town, cause I've been world renowned to take you down this round, and you're bound to end up in the mound. You left us all to drown, for your corpse to be found or be fed to the hound, and get mauled all profound, cause now I'm inbound. Get ready for the showdown, get prepared to see the clouds. We're gonna do this now, I'm not sure how, but I'll be fast and loud and pow, knock you to the ground and I'm taking you down, boom bang and pow. You reap what you sow, and no matter how rotten the crop, you'll cut it up in chops so you can set up shop. And despite the drop, the production that stopped, you went to the cops and sides you swapped, and your morals have been dropped like they were merely just props. And now you aren't on top, you dropped and flopped to the cesspool you adopt. And I honestly would opt to give you more than just a few shots, and mean more than a lot than these bonds that have been taught, and you've been caught. You're in the boiling water hot, in case you haven't forgot, so go and get out of the crowd. We're gonna do this now, I'm not sure how, but I'll be fast and loud and pow, knock you to the ground and I'm taking you down, boom bang and pow. This is as far as I will allow, so take your bows and say your vows before you get taken out by the shadowy shroud. We're doing this right now. Boom bang and pow. Rain beats down on the hull, lightning striking in full as the waves push and pull against the water with a bowl, while the screams go void and null. They get destroyed and culled, and pounding bangs on my skull from the lone calls of goals that make it harder to lull myself to close my eyes, which hasn't come as a surprise since I've done this many times and over many tries. And yet what I do very despise are the lies that I describe in my troubled mind, like the drops from the skies, and I pointlessly strive for a held high prize. that I'll only rise because they say it'll make me wise. That lost time I will mourn. We'll see how I perform when I weather the storm before it crashes and forms into a chaotic swarm as you stick to what's warm in a dorm as you weather the storm. And its incredible size of the bolt that flies across the sky of clouds up high. And I advise you not to buy the lie society will comprise. And this rule applies, and yet this I chastise. It only acts to pry and defy the thing that defines our lives. So even though it pounds and relies on guys to feed its cries, it would be unwise not to mobilize and finalize. Because this is what I will analyze and catalyze what I idolize. But I won't eulogize about this guise, because I really want to reach its eye where the storm won't antagonize. But the journey will be bad, I warn. We'll see how I perform when I weather the storm before it crashes and forms into a chaotic swarm as you stick to what's warm in a dorm as you weather the storm. Till we reach the eye of the typhoon, casted by the light of the moon, with a much better tune than the waves and dunes of ocean strewn, view of a monsoon, with lightning going crash and boom in more than a brash lagoon, where no one is immune. That would be better than impugn, because I'm sure of that blue will turn to maroon if you do try to ram through. And as the seagulls view and blew across the chaos ensued, it doesn't matter who ends up hurt without a redo. You just have to pursue, so send in the platoons and fire the harpoons. The storm will continue to loom with its crashes and watery thorns. We'll see how I perform when I weather the storm before it crashes and forms into a chaotic swarm as you stick to what's warm in a dorm as you weather the storm. Rise for the rain, transform, not bothering to conform or bound to a crooked reform, and prepare to be adorned with some love and even scorn. Regardless, you weathered the storm, even when it bared sharp horns that could have torn. We gotta push past the forlorn. You made it to the eye